Hey everyone! Alright, so thanks for coming back to the BNS channel, and today I'm super excited because we have a brilliant woman with us today. She's laughing already. Kimberly Pulito is on our Team Positive Sense. She's an independent Scentsy consultant as well as myself, and she had this brainchild, and I think that it's awesome because I know that we talk about doing this, and we'll get into it a little bit more, but you know, we talk about doing this with our businesses all the time, and we talk about how we can improve our businesses, how we can expand our knowledge, and something that she decided to just, I don't know how much thought she had into it, and we're going to find out, but I think that this is a great way to do this because there's so many resources out there for us, and I think that this book club that she's going to talk to us about is awesome. And so part of the reason that we're doing this video is to give you an insight as to what it is, what her plans are for it, how she envisions it in her business as well as potentially others. And I think we'll just go ahead and get started. So Kimberly, why don't you say hi?
Hello. Thank you so much for having me.
All right, so go ahead and tell us how this came to be. How did you think up this little brainchild of yours?
So it originally started with, it's more of an accountability tool for me because I have a bunch of books on my shelf that have to do with building my business, recruiting, direct sales. I have all these books and I never read them and I never make time to read them. So I came up with this, the Direct Sales Business Building Book Club, to hold myself accountable to read those books. And not only to read those books, but to read it with some really amazing people and get feedback on how they interpreted the book and how they're going to take the same thing that I read and implement it into their business. And then we can have an open conversation through what we're doing right now through Google Hangout, and really just grow our business together as a group.
So what do you think that the benefit of a book club is? I mean, we all have the ability to go out and, you know, grab Kindle books or go to the library and grab some books, go to Amazon, go to audible.com, you know, whatever means that we choose to load ourselves with the book information. Well, what do you really think is going to be the benefit to the book club itself? And then obviously we can talk about, you know, the benefits of actually reading specific books. But what do you think is going to be the benefit of the book club itself?
I think it's a couple of things. So I think the first one is kind of like what I mentioned. I think a lot of it has to do with the accountability piece. So we're all in this together. So we're holding each other accountable to read these books together as a group. And then I think another piece of it is really getting the feedback from other people of how they're going to implement what they read into their business, because you might read a book and you might get one meaning, and I can read the book and I can pull something else from it. So if I never talk to other people about this book, then I'm missing out on however many other perspectives there are on this book. So that was the main piece for me to get this thing started.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, I think, you know, one way to interpret what we hear or see or read can be expanded tenfold when you get the ideas and thoughts of others. And like-minded people, I mean, you're directing it to, you know, the Direct Sales Association, not the Direct Sales Association, but the direct sales industry. You know, so we're all kind of like-minded people. We all have a specific goal in mind as far as the business side of it. But how do you think as well, and I kind of have my own thoughts on this, but how do you think that this could potentially help us on an individual basis, not just business?
On an individual basis. Well, I mean, oh gosh.
I mean, do you think that, you know, on an individual basis when we're reading books, I mean, a lot of times when we're selecting books to help us in our business, you find that a lot of these books actually build on your character, they
Yeah.
build on your mindset, and those are all aspects that we can utilize in our everyday life, not just in our business life, right?
Yep, yeah, I was just about to say that there are many book clubs out there that focus on like self-help and things like that, like how to better yourself. And I think there's a whole other side to reading, building your business, because you're going to build a whole other side of you that wasn't there before. So not only are you building your business, but you're building a part of you that wasn't there before to make you a better person as well.
Right, right. Oh, absolutely. Okay, so let's talk about, and of course, we didn't let everybody know that this is not going to be a very long Google Hangout for you guys. But we just want to make sure that we have the information out there for you so that you understand what it is and invite you guys to be part of this. But what is your envision of the types of books or the length of books, how long we have to read them? How do you see that happening?
I would prefer to have an entire month to read a book. So I know a lot of people in direct sales, right? I know a lot of people in direct sales like myself. Like I also have another job that I work full time. So there's not too much time to put towards personal, like just sitting back and reading a book. So I definitely want it to be an entire month-long process where we're reading a book. The only criteria is that it has to be the type of book. It has to be something that's going to build our business, any aspect, whether it's sponsoring or recruiting or how to make the sale or how to close the sale, any type of book like that. And it doesn't really matter how long it is, as long as we know that we can get it done within a month's time period. And then, like I had mentioned on my YouTube video, we'll actually vote on the book that we're going to read, and we'll put in there how long the book is, so that we can kind of gauge whether or not we feel we'll be able to get that book done within a month. Right.
So it's going to be a unanimous thing, right, that the whole group is going to decide on what book comes next month.
Absolutely, yeah. No, it's not just me running the show. It's definitely a group effort. Yeah, I definitely want people to have their 2 cents, and that's why I started that suggested reading list, because I know a lot of people out there have books that they might have already read that have helped build their business. So I want them to definitely put those books on the list so that we can all read it together as a group.
Right. Okay. So Kim, explain the group that you're referring to, because you mentioned a list, and if you're coming to us on YouTube or you've gone to Kim's channel or my channel and you don't know what we're talking about, Kim, why don't you tell us what that's all about?
Yep, so right now it's focused on Facebook. So we do have a Facebook group, and you can search for it. It's called Direct Sales Business Building Book Club. It's a very long name, but you can just search for it under that. You can find us there. It is a closed network, so you do have to join. So as long as you're in direct sales, I'm happy to take on anybody. You can be any type of direct sales consultant to join in. But yeah, hopefully we can get this maybe our own website at some point. Like, I would love to see something like that. But yeah, right now we are solely focused on Facebook, and it's a very interactive and a very positive environment to have those conversations.
Speaking of positive, why don't you tell us a little bit about where you're coming from and what you're hoping that is going to be part of this group? Because I know you talked about it on your video, but I would love to hear it here too.
Absolutely. So I am personally, like we mentioned earlier, I am an independent Scentsy consultant. So I am in Team Positive Scents, which is Edie's team, the amazing Edie. So we are definitely one of the most positive groups in the Scentsy company. So we definitely want to make sure that you keep that at the top of your mind whenever you're having those conversations on the Facebook group or during one of the Google Hangouts. We are a very uplifting and encouraging and collaborative, very positive group. So that's how we definitely want to keep it on this Facebook group as well.
Right. So we're going to do, what your plans are is that at the end of the month or at the beginning of the following month, we'll have this type of environment where we come and we have a Google Hangout. And I don't know if everybody knows this, but we can only have up to 10 people on video. But there is a chat on, I don't know which side it's on for you guys, but there is a chat box. So if you do come in and you're part of the group and you're part of the club, that you can chat while we're talking on video. Now, the one thing about Google Hangouts, which is kind of neat, is people can drop out of the videos to give room to other people to come in. So it can be constantly rotating. during that particular hangout. So that's kind of neat too. So if not everybody has a camera, that's fine because you can chat. But if you do have a camera and you want to come on during the hangout, you can do that, and we can swap out people as people share. So that'll be kind of fun. I actually can't wait for that because I love Google Hangouts. I think it's a great way for us to connect with people and collaborate with people no matter where you are. So, Kim, I think you're opening this up to a universal area. I mean, it could be in Australia. Obviously, there's going to be some time constraints, I think,
right.
Depending on when we do the Hangouts. But, yeah, I'm really excited about that.
I think another piece
tell us,
too, since it's on air, is it's recorded. So if someone can't make the Google Hangout for some reason, one, if they don't have the capability to get on for some reason, or if something in their personal life, they just can't make it to the Google Hangout one month, it's going to be recorded, so it's going to be on the YouTube channel. So they can definitely watch it there. And if they're a part of the group, we'll post the actual YouTube video on the Facebook page so they can find it there as well.
Right. Now, where are they going to be able to find these videos? On your YouTube channel. So you're going to want to make sure that you let people know in this video even what your YouTube channel is. And if you want to just go ahead and tell us the name of it, we can do that too.
I wasn't able to change like the last part of my channel, so it's a bunch of really random letters and words, but you can search for me. It's Kimberly Pulito, and my name should be down at the bottom. Independent Scentsy Consultant. That's the name of my YouTube channel.
Okay, perfect. And I'll make sure that I go grab the link and I'll put it underneath this video too so that they can just click on it. We like to make things easy, All right, so is there anything else that you think that we should know about this direct sales business building book club? There's a lot of B's in there. But is there anything else that you really think that we should know or keep in mind or be thinking about as we're already in our first month? So I don't know if you want to share the book that we're doing. No, let's not share the book that we're doing. They have to be part of the group to be able to do that. So if you want to be part of the book club, you can be part of the book club to find out what book we're doing. But we have already started, and we are, Kimberly is welcoming people all the time. So you can come in mid-month, you can come in at the end of the month, whatever. But Kim, what's the final things that you want to say?
Oh gosh. I'm excited. I am just really excited that we were able to get this going, and then I have your support, and then a lot of the team members that are on their team are really excited to do this as well. So I really just want to make sure that it's not very stringent and structured. It's just simple and easy. Have fun with it. It's just a way for you to help build your business, and like we talked about earlier, build yourself. So that's really it. Just have fun with it.
Nice. That's very exciting. I can't wait. Yay! All right, so I think that we are going to wrap this up. I think we were only, 20 minutes, so that was pretty good. Actually, -5 because we were late, so 15 minutes. But I want to thank you, Kimberly, for joining me on my channel tonight. That was very fun, and I can't wait to see what it looks like after we're all done, because we tried some new things on Google Hangout tonight, and it seemed to have worked. So thanks again for taking a few minutes out of your day to spend with us and explain to us what your little brainchild was, which I'm very excited about. I'll see you on the team page, but everybody else, thank you again for joining us, and I'll let Kimberly say a little goodbye as well.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate you for letting me have you on your channel as well.
Good night, everyone.
Bye.